Welcome to the Unlucky Few. So, who wants their extra roll as skilled?
Me. We didn't die. Boom.
Good job, Lee. You get 10. Sarcasm aside.
10 out of 10. Would review again. So, we need something a little more in depth than that. Anybody else?
Well, I already have our proficiency ready to go. Unless I can stack them.
Unfortunately, you lose them at the end of each session.
Oh man, that's depressing.
Yep. So, because I lose them too. I lost them a few times. Because I forgot I had them. So, unless anybody else wants to go, I'll give you
I
5
don't
seconds.
recall. I don't recall a lot, so let's say nobody gets it. Yay.
Take it away.
Okay, so last time, you guys, I had to re-describe things 15 times, but
Yeah. Best DM ever.
so, you guys are on a road trip, and you finally made it to your destination. I forget the name of the place again. It's
Provincetown or something.
yes, Provincetown. That's the name of the place. It's the little town on the end of the fishhook. Um, so, you finally made it to the end of the fishhook. You started exploring. You started finding out some weird clues that don't all necessarily tie together. Weird dancing around vehicles that are driving by. Um, Weird hooded figures everywhere, or not everywhere, but in places where hooded figures are least to be expected. Uh, Such as a nerd's closet. Um, so, yeah, you guys went to, um, Shaggy's old home. You entered the home. The home was in a state of disrepair. Within, the TV still worked and was playing various hilarities on its screen. You explored within the confines of the walls. You went down into the basement and found a hooded figure that could run through walls. You found a very expensive video game and others. You found a way upstairs. And as you guys went upstairs, this is the part where two of you were not there. Everybody started going up to the second floor. And when everybody started going up to the second floor, you started looking around a little bit, finding weird things. Mostly just places where Shaggy hadn't been because of laziness. And you started hearing people come within the building, coming up the staircase. And there were hordes and hordes and hordes of these hooded figures just started pouring within the building. On the other side of one of the doors, there was the power box to the house, and hooded figures hidden within the darkness. So, what happened is, a lot of manipulating on my part to get to the end of the session. However, everybody was rendered unconscious, and the last person who was left standing was Shaggy, because he threw a bunch of bombs and smoke bombs and literal explosives around everywhere. And he managed to defeat, and I said at least 20. And I am going to roll a thing. Let's see. Why don't I have it open? Just a second. Doop, doop, doop. Nope, wrong password.
Hmm.
Okay, just a second. Okay. Yes, let's just go to my creation. Unfortunately, I rolled really low. 21!
Oh, man.
I rolled an additional d20, and I rolled a 1. So,
How about the 4, my good sir?
no. I got a 1. 'Cause I was
Even
that-
worse.
Yep. So, I don't know what happened to this, so who knows? If you get to this, we'll get to that later. So, he defeated 21 figures by throwing a literal explosive down the staircase that they were all attempting to climb simultaneously.
And now the staircase is ruined.
However,
Oh, yeah.
he was also rendered unconscious by a man that took the form of the last picture that I sent in the chat.
By a literal god
Hold
himself.
on.
That I sent, not what Shaggy sent. What I sent.
Ah, okay.
the dude that with the hat, right?
Yup.
Yep. Not
And
not
the last thing that Shaggy heard was motherfucking chainsaw.
a
And
chainsaw.
yes, he didn't hear a chainsaw. He heard those words.
Ah.
And he was rendered unconscious. So that is where we pick up. So,
You wake up again. I hope, I guess,
So-
because we're all out.
not yet. I'm gonna do a thing that I've done before. We are going to cut to I'm gonna try to do a little cinematic event that your characters are not a part of, but it enhances the story.
And I need to reroll my daily luck.
Yes, go ahead, do that.
A 12 this time, yeah, because that's why I said maybe you want a 4 now. No, now it's a 12.
It wasn't.
It
a
has
4.
been increased.
It wasn't a 4.
It was a 4.
Because you weren't able to affect it because you weren't conscious at the time.
Hmm.
So,
Oh, I get to roll 3 d20, so yeah.
yeah, you get to roll 3d20 and choose the highest.
So it's still a 12.
Oh, you got really bad.
Ignore 16 since I already rolled 1, then that. Eh.
So, we're going to cut to a different scene. You are in a lab, or the view that you see is within a lab. Your characters don't know of this, but it is cinematic to help further the events that happen. So, the vision that you currently see is within a lab. A lab that you as players have seen before. A lab which contains a record player, with scientists examining it. They currently hook it up to a speaker and allow it to play music. This is
Oh,
the
no.
record player that warned you about Frosty the Snowman.
Ugh.
This is the record player that we've cut to intermittently throughout the series. So,
I don't know about this.
Maggie doesn't know about this because he wasn't there. But we have cut to it intermittently throughout the series. So it basically gives hints as to what's happening. Though your characters haven't investigated it, so they are unaware of it. So it is. They hook it up to a speaker, and it appears to be playing a relatively. How do I describe it? Kind of like a popular
Pop.
music, unoffensive, mundane kind of music. Piano music. Somebody playing a piano.
Classic?
Well, currently. And I am not going to attempt to sing. So, but the song is intermittently cut in with a guy that has a high-pitched voice. So, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this since I'm not gonna sing it. Considering I just came up with this, like, 2 hours ago. Okay. So, yeah, so the lyrics to the song that is not being cut in with, it starts off with, they don't make them like you anymore. And then it is cut in with, I'll just send it to you. So, yeah, it'll be easier that way. So every first line, here, I'll label it. I'm trying something new here,
you sure?
but yes, it's fine. Just a minute. It'll take me a
Mm.
second. And I'll send you the reference material that I was using for it. Just so that way it'll be easier for you to have reference for it. So, because it's just not gonna work if I'm not gonna sing. So,
Bet you have a beautiful voice, Matt.
no. I lost my voice when I stopped singing and then I hit puberty. So I lost that ability. So,
Puberty, the voice stealer.
yes, very much so. So I'm going to save that, since I just labeled it. Now, where did I throw it? It's gonna pause the screen for a second, but they should still be able to hear us. Where did I throw that? Open file location. Okay. It's apparently in this PC. That's where it is. Okay, perfect. Yes, I do wish to do that. Upload. And so you guys can download that or just look at it if you do the thing, the expand thing. So it is cut in, and I'm going to send you 2 links. The first link is my reference material for all lines that start with 1. The second link is my reference material for all lines that start with 2. So, I'll give you a few minutes to take in what I have sent, just
Oh.
because I am unwilling to sing.
Fair enough.
But it is crucial to this object and the story.
Just now my brain is not working at like maybe my brain's perhaps working at what, maybe 30% currently of awakeness?
Okay,
'Cause
so
yes, I'm
song
tired.
1 is relatively bland piano music with
Mm-hmm.
lyrics, just for those
So
who are too lazy.
all I'm saying is I'm listening to it, but I'm not gonna get a lot of it.
Okay.
So
So
excuse me
you
for
can keep it in your
that.
mind. You can keep it in your mind for later if you want.
Mm-hmm.
But for those who wish to listen, I do wish to give them a second. But for those who don't, the first one is relatively unoffensive piano music with lyrics. The second is a relatively harsh music, rock rap, if you will. And I will throw, just for those who are watching, they can pause the video if somebody's watching. And I'm just going to quickly scroll down. And that's it. But for those who wish to have a listen, who are currently part of this game, the 2 things are happening simultaneously, almost as if they're overlapping each other in a certain way, except the record player seems to be trying to convey a message through playing the first thing and then the second thing, the first thing and then the second thing, the first thing and then the second thing. So if everybody's ready to continue, we can, but I realize the things that I've sent you total up to 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So if you wish to do that, I will grab a drink. That is right next to me. So is anybody finished yet? Anybody ready to move on?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I'm still looking.
Okay, that's fine. And for those who have watched who are watching the video, I have thrown links, and I have thrown the text on the screen. For as long as you pause it, you can. If you want to be lazy, just don't bother. But you can pause it. Anybody who watches this in the future. So I did throw it up long enough so that way you could pause it. I gave ample time, like 10 seconds for each
Mhm.
thing. So.
Yeah, okay.
We all good?
Sure.
Alright.
Scan it.
So the next thing that you see in this, as players in this vision, you see that one of the scientists appears to be more disturbed than the others by what is currently happening. The others appear to be saying things like, "Oh, it's just random garbage, like always." Or, "There doesn't seem to be a clear pattern to what it's trying to convey." But one of the scientists appears to be more moved and disturbed by what is currently happening. This scientist, you as players, recognize as the man who can be anywhere. The person who is part of Martha's story.
The guy?
Yeah, the dude. He's wearing a scientist's outfit, however. He turns towards these big they're like metallic doors that have a big locking mechanism on them. He takes a badge which doesn't have his face on it, by the way. He appears to be not noticed by the other scientists. The badge doesn't have his face on it. He just swipes the card on the badge detector. The door's complicated locking mechanism opens slowly, just wide enough for him to come through. He walks through the door. The door slowly closes behind him. And as soon as it is fully closed, there's no one else in this long, extremely long hallway that he's currently standing in. He just quickly takes off the lab coat, throws the badge to the side, and he says, "Sometimes scientists are so stupid." And he vanishes. Now, we pick up with you guys. So the first thing that I need you guys to do, before I say whether or not you're conscious, is I need each of you to roll a d20.
As I expected.
And tell me the result.
17.
Okay. 17.
It's rolling. 15.
Alright. Lonnie, you have
Yo, dog.
access to dice.
I don't at the moment.
Would you like me to roll for you?
Yes, please.
Alright. You got a 3.
Fuck yeah, I'm the boss bitch.
Okay. So what did Geo get?
15.
15?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not even gonna bother with that. Okay. So, here is what happens before anybody has a chance to move. Or interact with the world in any way. You come to consciousness, well, 4 of you, but there's only 3 of you here right now. All 4 of your characters come to consciousness. Currently, by the way, you are all in the truck. The truck's windows are fixed, which somebody might be happy about. And it appears that the truck is in full repair. Now, you guys are driving down the street that you saw the myriad people driving down and dancing down, you currently see outside the vehicle that there are people dancing outside the vehicle. And since I sent you the reference material, the song that I used for number 2 is currently playing on the truck's radio. You do not have control over yourselves as you do 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds of the loop. However, those who have rolled high, which is not Preben and is not Lonnie, unfortunately, still do not have control over yourselves. However, the other 2 now have control. You now have control over yourselves. The song plays in a loop that completes once you reach the beginning of the loop. And as you reach the end, like as you go through the loop, you go through the loop, of course. And then when you reach the end of the loop, it is, of course, the beginning of the loop again, because there is a way that they're driving around in circles. So the song repeats itself over and over and over and over and over. However, on the third loop, Geo and Shaggy
Yes.
are now able to control themselves. You are sitting in the truck. The song
We
is
ask
playing.
if you write the questions tied up, free, don't know.
You're perfectly free. You just didn't have control over your own body for about 10, 15 minutes.
Gosh darn. Joe,
At
but
least
keep
from
it
your
for a sec,
perspective,
because
it was 10, 15 minutes. You were knocked unconscious when a bunch of hooded figures swarmed the house. That was the last thing before that you remember.
Matt, I'm
Yes.
being requested to, switch machines.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll
We'll see
be
what
right
Shaggy
back.
does then.
I'll be right back, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, what is in the car with me?
Your companions and everything that is within the vehicle.
And
And
nothing
your
else?
stuff. Like your stuff. Like all the
Okay.
stuff that you had when you were knocked unconscious. And they have all their stuff.
There's no cultists?
No visible cultists. Or Satanists, as your character would have dubbed them.
Yeah. So is the car driving?
Yes, because Preben, as part of the loop, is the driver of the vehicle. Just as
Right.
other people were driving their vehicles.
Where are we driving?
Okay. That's going to be a slightly more complicated question. Because I have to bring up Provincetown.
Is it far from my home, for instance?
No. It is, in fact, inside your hometown. So, I have the loop charted out. So, based on this map, I'm going to print screen. Okay. Now I'm going to send it in the chat. It is known as unknown PNG. Okay. So, I didn't draw on it or anything. But you see the yellow road? That is the road that you came down to get here.
Mm-hmm.
See where it says 6A? On that map?
No.
It should be there. I can see it. Yes, 6A, which
Yeah,
is...
yeah.
Okay. There is a road which connects to it next to Harbor Hotel Provincetown. There's
Yep.
a little white road that connects to it. That is the loop.
Okay. So I'm basically spinning in circles there.
Yeah, you're driving down the road marked 6 and then 6A. You're just driving in circles using that route. And you were conscious for that as you completed 3 loops. However, you did roll a resistance and succeeded, so you are now able to interact.
So what are the others doing? That's currently mindfucked.
Well, Geo is, you notice, has changed his behavior as if he snapped out as well. But what everybody is doing is just sort of like being jovial and dancing to the music. Like, dancing around.
And I think the music is what is doing this.
You think. Oh, Geo's here. Geo's back.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So,
Quick.
Geo, for your reference, the picture is going to help describe the loop that you guys, like the path that you guys are taking. Just to help you out. See the road marked 6? The big yellow road in the middle of the picture?
Indeed.
See the road at the very end of the yellow road marked 6A?
Hold on, that's just zooming in on the picture.
Yeah, at the very end, like where the yellow
Yes.
ends, it says 6A.
Ah, yes, I see how it's looping.
And then it goes up to where Harbor Hotel Provincetown is. There's a very small road there. That is where the loop completes.
Let's see, Harbor, Hotel Province, yep.
Yeah, there's a very small road there. That is where the loop completes.
Okay.
So where is this musical device?
It's just
The
the truck.
record player?
It's just the truck radio that is playing the music. The scene with the record player, you as a character are unaware of that. It's just for you as a player.
Okay.
So a thing I can do is, since I do have a few nifty knickknacks on me, I have a zipper on me.
Yes.
So what I was thinking was, let me just get my notes.
By the way, Martha still has her shackles. That is a thing that she will permanently have until her other self is dealt with, because you guys don't want to risk the other self coming out. So, Martha still has her shackles. That's just a thing that I'm going to remind you.
So what Shaggy could do is, what I'm just suggesting is, how many of, well, the cloaked guys are currently in the vehicle? Just 2 in the front, that's it?
There is no cloaked individuals within the vehicle.
Or anybody that's not us in the vehicle?
There is Martha in the vehicle. There is Preben in the vehicle. There's Shaggy in the vehicle. That is it. There are people dancing outside your vehicle. People you haven't seen before, including Shaggy. There's like one dude who has like a Hawaiian-esque shirt on, and he looks like a tourist, like stereotypical tourist. There's like a dude who's shirtless and he looks like a drug addict. Like, there's just a myriad of people who are dancing outside your vehicle, like a mishmash. Just random people.
Okay, I'm gonna try something stupid. Slip to the front and try to drive off, and then, well, also kill the radio. Not literal killing the radio,
Okay, so before you try
just
to drive off,
turning it off. Yes.
Preben is in the driver's seat.
Mm.
So if you wish to try to do that, you will have to interact with him in some way, because he is currently holding the steering wheel.
Yeah, just nudge him and tell him, come on, drive. We can go. We need to
As you
leave.
nudge him, it's almost as if you're hitting a moving statue. It is really hard, and as you try to, like, come into contact with him, it's just harder than steel. Like, he doesn't budge from his actions. His actions are
Okay.
set. He cannot be interrupted. Or at least not from
is
just
he
you touching him.
is he moving the wheel anyway, or just holding it straight?
He is steering the vehicle in such a way so that way you don't crash. So in other words, when a
Okay.
turn comes up, he turns the wheel. When you need to go straight, he keeps the vehicle going straight.
Well, one thing he can do is, I just tell everybody, well, hold onto your butt, and I pull on the handbrake.
All right. Shaggy, you see him reaching for the handbrake as he says that. If you wish to try to do something, you can.
Yeah,
And if you wish to try to do something before he did that, you can do that also.
yeah. Before he did that, is there any way I can jam the radio signal?
Okay. You can try to interact with the radio if you so wish. What would you like
Yeah.
to do to the radio?
Change its frequency so it doesn't play the song.
All right. You turn the knob that controls the radio frequency. It turns, but it doesn't even go to static. It just stays on the same thing.
Yeah, you can also ask me, to bring out the heavy guns and say, El Blamo.
Yeah, he's basically saying he can try to shoot it if you want him.
Yeah, but thinking about Preben
that might
here,
be
he was like
that might be a last resort sort of thing. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
But you turn the radio frequency and the knob turns, but it doesn't change to static. It doesn't change at all.
Volume.
Okay. I'll say that since you were doing something else and you're suggesting this, Shaggy, would you like to try to change the volume?
Yeah, sure. I'll
Okay.
turn it down slowly.
All right. You attempt to turn down the volume. The knob turns just like the other knob, but it doesn't change the volume at all. It's almost as if, like, you don't even feel like a clicking like you normally would if you were turning the knob. It feels as if it's entirely disconnected.
Yeah, okay. So where's the music coming from? Is it the radio?
It appears to be coming from the speakers, yes.
Okay. I would like to put some black rock on the speakers. Maybe that'll do something.
Okay. Yes, you do
I
have
think
some
I
black rock.
I think you can better point to it towards the radio, because the speaker is where the sound comes from. So what if you just put against one speaker, and all the speakers
I'll let him try.
still go?
Yes, that's okay. You can bring up that suggestion after if nothing happens.
Mm.
But he tries the speaker first. Let's just see what happens. Let him do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you place your I'll say your extendy stick, but you don't extend it because it doesn't need to go that far. You just place it on the speaker. From that speaker comes a gargled mess, almost as if you listen to it for a second just to see if you can ascertain what's happening. The song is being played backwards when you do this. Other than that, nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay, instead of that, this. So.
And I'll take the liberty of saying that Geo's scientific mind makes note of that, but whether or not that's helpful,
Hmm.
you don't know. So this is as you, Geo, were deciding to like try to talk to Preben. He's doing that, and then you
Mhm.
notice that.
Hmm.
So what were you suggesting, Gio?
He was gonna try to pull the handbrake.
Yeah,
Oh,
but before that, I said you could also put it to the source of the speakers, which is the radio.
Okay, so in game, Geo suggests you try that.
in game, I'm gonna poke the radio.
All right, fair enough. You point your extendy stick towards the radio. Instead of just the one speaker playing the song backwards, both speakers are now playing the song backwards.
Okay.
And you do notice something begin to happen. However, whether or not you have a chance to interact with it depends on your speed. So, is anyone agile?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
perfect.
me.
3d20.
And 1d20, yay.
Yeah, you can attempt to as well, but you only get
16.
Yeah, a 2.
All right, Geo, you're like, huh? You're like, you're like a scientist watching a chemical reaction he's never seen before. Fascinating, stroking his chin. So you don't react in time. However, Shaggy, you begin to notice that not only is uh the movements of your compatriots moving backwards, the vehicle begins to move backwards and is about to careen into a crowd of dancing people from the vehicle behind you. What would you like to do? You have a chance to make an action.
Okay. Can I try to undo the process and make it go forward again?
You can. How would you like to do that?
I do what I did before on the in the reverse order. Let's say that.
Okay, you start tapping around to see if it'll go back. And as soon as you take the Blackrock away from the radio, it goes back forward. It starts going forward again. So, Geo, as soon as that
Mm-hmm.
happens, you notice that Shaggy sort of panicked for a second, and then you realize what happened. They were going backwards.
Yeah, we probably don't want to go into those stone statues stands back there.
No. Okay, handbrake it is.
Wait. Let me put on the seatbelt before you do anything.
That's fair, but you do notice that you are already wearing a seatbelt. It's almost as if the paranatural event made you safety conscious. So you
I
are
could
The
already wearing
wonderful.
it.
I could try to undo Preben with some BlackRock.
You can try that. Do you wish to suggest that before
I suggest
overzealous Geo pulls the handbrake?
that the crazy scientist. Yes.
Yeah, he
Yes, I'm a full-on madman. Why
just
not?
just imagine Geo with Albert Einstein hair. That's what's currently happening right
Jesus.
now.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead, give him a poke.
All right.
Fun spoiling threat.
So I guess I stroke him with the stick along the
Alright.
arm or something.
As soon as you come into contact with him, he gets to roll a d20, which I do in the background since he is not here. And he rolled a 17. So he goes, "What's going on? Why was I doing that?"
Less
Yeah.
questions, more driving.
And he pays attention to the road again, and he's making sure the vehicle stays on course until
So
you
do the
guys
same,
figure
do the
out what's
same
going
part
on.
of-
Yeah, let's break the loop and get out of here.
All right, you want me to just try driving away? I don't want to. As a ranger in the group, sometimes if you mess up these events, bad things happen. Are you sure this is what you want me to do? I'm just
Do
allowing
you?
that as a suggestion because he as a ranger
Mhm.
might think that.
I just said. So you're telling me you want to stay in this loop forever and ever and ever and ever without
No,
ever?
obviously not. I mean, I don't even drink anything as this process is happening. I just don't want to kill everyone.
I just say break the loop, then
Well,
we're
we should
free.
probably kill the I mean, the Satanists, right? We know their HQ.
Oh,
Where
Your home?
right. You were saying something about that earlier.
Yeah, I believe I know where they are.
Okay.
All right. We can drive there if that's what you want. I mean,
I mean,
my truck is pretty advanced. It does have a GPS, so we can just go there if that's what you want.
let me at least just do one thing. Open up cylinder, pull one shell out, and put in slugs.
All right. Your revolving chamber for your shotgun has now been changed to slugs.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to poke Martha as well.
All right. You if you were talking. Lonnie, did you die? Okay. That's unexpected. I will roll anyway because I have to roll for her anyway.
Oh no, I think her thing didn't work, and now she left, and is coming back in view.
Oh, she's trying to come back.
There she is.
Hear me?
Bonnie.
Yes, we can hear
Yes.
Great.
you. Okay, I rolled
Alright.
a d20 for you.
Thank you.
You got a 10, so you are still stuck in the loop.
Okay.
So
Do you wish to try again? You can try as many times as you want. Just letting you know.
Can I just take a 20 and like get out of it?
I will allow you to do that, yes.
Thank
But
you.
if you do that, I will say that comedically they touch you like 6 or 7 times before it works.
Okay.
Okay. So you try it 6 or 7 times, and then she finally becomes free.
damn, that mind control got a hold of you good.
Thanks, guys. Wait, that's not Martha Stewart voice. Oh, thank you so much.
Yes. So, do you wish Preben to take you to the lobster pot?
Well, before we do that, I would like to update them on what happened to me while they were unconscious. Give them information about this enemy and their abilities.
All right. So, anyone in the group who is American or their character would have studied American culture can roll 3d20.
Can you roll my 3d20, sir?
Fair enough.
I am American.
Yes, you are.
Shaggy
So
is.
you can roll 3d20 if you wish.
Assign. So much.
12.
Martha got a 15. The person he describes, and I'll give this to Shaggy too. You just now realize that the person you're describing sounds like the headliner or the lead singer, if you can call him that, of of Limp Bizkit.
Hmm.
Fred Durst.
Yeah, so apparently this guy is like have godlike powers.
So however Martha reacts to apparently Fred Durst is now a supernatural entity working with Satanists.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Yes, exactly. And that is the song that is currently playing over the radio.
That's it.
Okay. So do you guys wish to go to your destination?
Mm.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Well,
You guys can go there.
on the way, I will look out for the Satanists, just in case.
Alright. You are observant, correct?
Yes.
So you get to roll 3d20 to see if you see any Satanists. And by the way,
I
as
do.
you leave the loop, it just lets you leave the loop. You just
20.
leave. You got a 20? You got a 20?
Yep.
Okay. You see plenty of them. It's almost as if they were hiding in plain sight, just walking around town doing various things, such as suddenly ducking into an alley as you drive by, or walking briskly away from you, or standing in a huddle, all facing towards you and watching you as you drive past. Very Satanisty things.
So they know.
They are
So-
aware that you are no longer in the loop. Yes.
All right. And there was like tons of them.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. You didn't notice them as you were driving in, but now you're they're in the houses, they're walking down streets, they're just in windows creepily staring at you like some sort of um B horror movie. They're just everywhere.
And they are not affected by this loop.
It appears not, no.
Hmm.
And some of them appear to be just doing casual everyday things also, like walking home with groceries. Like you see one with two large paper bags in both of its arms.
Okay.
Yeah,
I-
it's a very strange thing.
I
give you that.
report my findings to the rest.
All right, and as you start pointing these things out,
No,
everybody else.
I'm
do you?
not pointing towards them.
Oh, okay.
So they don't
You tell
know
them that
this.
they're there at least.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as you start telling them about where they're standing, what they're doing, almost as if the glasses from They Live, I think it's called, the one where he can see the aliens if he puts the glasses on. It's almost as if you just took off sunglasses and you can now see them. It's like they're there suddenly to everybody else.
So we got cultist vision.
Now that you're
Cool.
telling them what they are doing, they're like, "Oh yeah, I see a dude doing that, and he looks like the dudes from before." Yeah, that is what's happening.
So want me to shoot them?
No, there's no pointers. Tons of them. and they don't want them to be hostile.
All
I
right.
think they already are.
You guys are getting dangerously close to my map. Let's see if you get
Yeah.
there. Okay, so it'll be a shame that Preben gets to miss this, but that's okay. It's the first map I've made in a long time. Either way, so you guys
It's,
arrive at the lobster pot.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, as you're pulling up, since you guys noticed the Satanists, you see that there's a whole bunch of Satanists walking in and out of that building. They're like acting as if it's like, you know how like at churches there's like dudes who are standing out front and they're like greeting people as they go in or come out, that sort of thing. They're doing that. They're like
Okay.
shaking hands as they pass by each other, that sort of thing.
So this is just a Satanist town. No.
It appears so.
I don't want to get too close yet.
Okay.
question, Jumba. How deadly of ammo should I load?
I mean, if Plan B comes to show, you should pack a punch. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but how big do you this punch want to be? Like, I can punch I can punch a wall down, or I can just punch a hole in a wall.
I think what he's trying to say is pack your biggest fist.
Punch
Yeah,
the whole building down.
Dude.
I see.
dude, God is in that building. You should get ready to punch him. Okay.
I see.
Yeah.
It's fairly unknown, but there are shotgun shells that are explosives.
Yes. I know what you're
They're
talking
basically
about.
like they're basically like slugs, but explosion.
So I do have a plan A. We could try disguising ourselves to get in there.
Yeah, I see that falling apart real quick.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at making my way in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's you. But then you have
And since you guys
me
are
and
talking, I'll pipe
Preben.
in for Preben. Their disguises aren't very hard to duplicate. It's just a black robe.
Yeah, but thing is, what if we have to say something? I mean, you and me, we aren't the best talkers. Shaggy, I don't know, but Lonnie, there's Martha.
Martha.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
she can't use her
Martha
ability.
could save you from pretty
Oh,
much any
Martha
situation.
can do a lot of things for you guys.
Yeah, Martha could, well, wait, she can't use her ability, that's true.
Yeah, she can't, actually. I forgot about that. She has
Oh,
cuffs.
that's right.
So yeah, Shaggy, I hope you're good at talking.
Well, since you know the mechanism of what causes Martha to become other Martha, if you will, you could try to release her from her shackles, but that's up to you guys.
Yeah,
If you want to
just look at Martha and ask her, are you willing to take that risk? Since we know what triggers it.
Can I do observant check around this or in the vicinity of the lobster place for like cameras or electronic devices?
Oh yes, for sure. You can definitely do that.
Yeah.
That's like 100% what that ability is for.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay.
17.
All right. There are cameras, but they don't appear to be like quote unquote Satanist cameras.
Yeah.
They're just cameras.
I would like to bust up my laptop and hack one of those cameras.
Okay, you can attempt to do so.
Yes,
How would you like to attempt to do so?
I do have the hacking program.
Yes, you do.
Mhm.
So, how do you wish to use it? Is the question.
I would like to try linking myself to one of these cameras and have a look around.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, you need to make a physical connection.
Well, he can try. He can try. So,
I don't know
you.
how this works, dude.
All right, it's fine. It's fine. You're good.
Okay, back.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Um,
I can imagine a Satanist camera. Yeah, it has devil horns on the sides.
well, I mean, they're stereotypically Satanists. At least that's what they appear to be. So, so their cameras might be like black with devil horns, and then they have like on the lens like a pentagram or something. You never know. But these appear to be regular cameras. But either way, you boot up your laptop and you search for any like stray wireless signals that you can attempt to connect to see if the cameras are connected to said stray wireless signals. So there are a few internet connections that are available. One that stands out for the lobster pot. It requires a password, however, but I'm just going to roll a thing, which I have to do the thing. Okay, their security is not very good. So it says to connect to the internet, there is a password. And to connect to their CCTV, there's a separate password. So you can attempt to hack the password. So you can roll
Yep.
a hack on that password.
And I am proficient in hack.
Yes, you are.
17.
Yeah, that. Considering that they have a separate password link for their CCTV, yeah, it wasn't very hard to guess their password. It was admin. So,
Nah.
so yeah, you have access to their cameras.
Yeah, I would like to have a look around their
Password.
facility.
Admin is second only to password. That is how things work. So,
Admin is literally standard password.
yes, exactly.
If I were to be, I say shame to that IT manager there. Shame.
Yes. So you start cycling through their cameras. There's one on the front of the building, one that points to the side of both sides of the building, and one that points to their back exit and the dumpster next to it. There's also 3 interior cameras that appear to be pointing at the dining room. And there is another interior camera, but you can't see anything on it. It's just black. The camera is labeled CCTV BST. That's all you got. Oh, and by the way, since you can see the cultists, yeah, they're just sort of hanging out in the lobster pot and they're cooking lobster, eating lobster, doing other lobster things.
Really like lobster.
It's almost as if the name of the restaurant is the Lobster Pot.
Do they appear to? Does this camera have? Can I hear people from it, for instance?
Was that
Alright.
audio he's asking?
The audio, yeah.
Are you talking about all the cameras or just the black camera?
All of them?
Okay. You test all of them, yeah, they have audio. But the black camera, you don't appear to hear anything from it. It does have an audio track, but you don't hear anything.
Can I allow this work, but can I look at previous footages? Is there like a data for that?
Yeah, sure. There is an option for accessing the archive, but you sort of skipped over it because you were looking at the live feeds.
Alright.
And it's basically like a computer OS interface. It's a Linux-based OS that is custom made for this place. So everything is lobster themed.
It's pretty weird.
It is pretty weird, but you can access it. You do have admin privileges because you went directly into their CCTV system, so you are logged in as admin.
Nice. Okay, so I would like to get some footage, if possible, on one of the camera that's I can't see anything through.
Okay. On the blank camera, you rewind 3 years back. And once you get 3 years back, you see something. It's a basement. Kind of like a cellar. It contains barrels. It contains like foodstuffs. It contains like all kinds of different things. Just
Lobsters.
shelves of stuff. Yes. Yes, actually, there is a tank with live lobsters in it that you can see on the camera. And you rewind about an hour before that, you see one of the employees go down into the basement and grab something and come back up.
Are these lobsters also Satanists?
Well,
I'm kidding, Matt. I'm kidding.
I'll entertain that question. Why not? You don't see them wearing anything that gives them away, if they are.
Yes, a tiny, tiny cloak.
Yeah, they don't have any, like, pentagram necklaces or anything. No tattoos, either.
Yeah. So, what happened to the camera now? Does it
It just
have a feel of that?
it just suddenly goes dark.
Hmm.
Like you see like a little sort of like it looks almost as if somebody messes with the video cord of the camera. Like it makes a little vibration and the feed shakes a little bit and then it goes black.
Okay. When I was looking in the basement, did I see any like hatches that leads downwards or additional rooms? I don't know.
Nothing obvious. No. Not from the camera anyway.
How big was the basement?
Let's see here. At least from what you could see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11. So it looks to be approximately 55 feet across, but you don't know the other dimension because of the way the camera's pointing. You can't see the entire room, however. You cannot see the entire room.
Big enough for a cultist headquarters? Perhaps?
Perhaps, like, if they had only small town ambitions.
Mm.
which it appears that they do.
Okay. And I want to back how they go in and out. What's their routine for this past like 1 week? Is there like a weak point where we can sneak in without interruptions, for instance? That's what I'm looking for.
They seem to be more active at night, but other than that, it's mostly. Actually, I'll get you to roll a. This would be investigation, so I don't know if. Or investigator.
Okay.
If you have that.
Can I get help from someone else
You
that
can.
does that? Yes.
So Preben has it. He'll examine the footage. So you can roll 3 dice since he has the skill. Unless you want to help him and look at it at the same time, then you can add your extra dice.
I do want to help him, yeah.
You can add the extra dice in that case.
13.
Not great with 4 dice. But
Yeah.
with a 13, you do notice that every once in a while, one of the members that isn't wearing a cloak, he appears to take out a modern day cell phone, like a smartphone, and just once in the week of footage, the guy takes out the cell phone. Like, you notice because it's like an aquamarine green. So you're like, what's that? Because everything else is like super dark and black and Satanisty. And you notice that. So then you sort of zoom in on that. And you listen to the audio. However, there are obvious Satanist chants. Like speaking in Latin, that sort of thing, that are overpowering whatever that guy is saying, so you can't hear him. And even if you try to clean up the footage a little bit, like the sound, you can't really isolate it. Every time he tries to say something, the Satanists chant louder, so you can't hear it.
Can I record this chant and put it through Google Translate to record it in English?
Yes, you can. And the result that you get from it is those who fall limp head towards the biscuit. That is the literal translation of what they say.
Head towards this god dude.
It appears so. However, they aren't saying the actual name, they're just saying limp and biscuit rather than limp biscuit.
Yeah. So they're basically all praising this guy?
They appear to be saying a chant about him, regardless of the fact whether or not they're worshipping him.
What does your science brain think about this, Geo?
Like I said, my brain was not working at all and I zoned out. I just literally got back. And since you're on what I do because you're watching on your laptop, which I can't see.
Yeah, well, I'm repeating this phrase to you.
Which phrase was?
Those who fall limp go towards the biscuit.
They probably did it all for the nookie.
Probably.
Oh, those that die go to something.
Perhaps.
I literally tried to logically put things in place here.
I'm just saying as a DM, I'm not telling you unless you make a roll and I give you something more definitive.
Limp
Well,
Bizkit is the name of the band of this god dude. That's superpowers.
So if I try to figure out with my scientific mind, how many dice do I get?
I'll give you one.
It gives me one.
What do you get?
Yeah, how about what did I roll again?
I think you got a
Yeah.
13 or a 14. If I
No, I
remember correctly.
got a 4. Yeah, how about a 12?
Okay, with a 12, you do draw the connection that there's a band by that name that you were listening to a song to just a minute ago.
Mm.
And it appears that
Right,
there's a godlike being that he is describing that looks like the front man of the band.
By the way, in these footages, did I ever see the guy in this lobster place?
Nope.
No.
You even examined some of the other camera angles. No. The answer to that.
let me think here. I literally tried to figure out that my mind is not working. Biscuit, cookie.
Yeah, you might just teleport around because teleporting into my room. So that's a probability.
I mean, we literally saw someone go through a wall.
Yeah, all the cultists can do that.
Well, you only saw one, and the other ones appeared to have walked through the front entrance and were stopped by a staircase.
Well, because they have to descend, right? The ascent.
Fair enough.
That might be the thing.
Fair enough.
Maybe they can't fly.
Fair enough. Just saying, you didn't see any of the other ones walk through. Just saying.
Yeah.
They might be able to,
They
but you
all-
didn't see it. That's all I'm trying to...
They all had to file in through the door, but
No one is walking through walls and the CCTV.
No.
Yeah.
They're your friendly neighborhood Satanists.
your friendly neighborhood Satanist. We don't break down doors. No, we first knock before we break it down. So that you know we're coming for you.
They go to all the community center things, events. Shake everybody's hand.
Kiss all the babies.
Yes, exactly.
And then burn it down.
I thought you were going to say, and then take a bite of the baby.
So
No. Look, you don't take it raw. No, you first make it baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs.
Rip.
how much activity is like by the back door?
By the back door, every once in a while, one of them walks through it to leave. But other than that, nada.
And is the back door close to the basement?
The only
You're
thing I
not
can figure out
100%
is
sure. Because there aren't enough cameras that would give you the layout of the place.
the only thing I can figure out is the biscuit. That's the only thing I'm stuck on.
What's the name of the band?
The name of the band is Limp Bizkit.
Oh. Yeah, that much my brain is not working right now. But yeah, one of the cameras is not giving any vision, right?
Correct.
Since I do have it, I'm gonna see if I can use some coding to get it vision, see what the coding is saying of the camera.
Okay. I'll give you this one for free.
Oh,
You start looking into it, and it turns out that the camera is disconnected.
well, I just given it info like, well, it's just disconnected, nothing weird with it.
Yeah, you start looking into the camera feed, and yeah, it's just appears that the video and audio cords are disconnected, so it's not getting a feed.
I mean, they sure snipped those wires, but it got
So,
the lobster pot, snip snip.
so what's the plan? Any more information gathering you wish to do, or move
We
forward?
can go in. We can go in loud and fight through the whole town, or we can execute Plan A that has a very high risk of failure and disguise ourselves.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Let's infiltrate.
Preben says, what was I gonna say? That's what I was gonna say. Preben just shouts, makeover montage!
But
Well, we could go back to my house and see if there's like any dead cultists there, because pretty sure I got a bunch of them at one of my
No,
mates.
no, Preben says. Just reach into that. As he points to a box that is part of the back seat.
don't do
What's in the
it.
box?
Don't do it.
Black hoodies and black pants.
Damn it.
How convenient. Okay. I'm gonna try these on.
I am gonna get my, since I'm not gonna use the explosive shotgun close range, I don't want to be casualty of it. 9
I mean, you can,
M19.
but your character will take damage. That's if you're in range.
Mhm.
9.
Yeah. Yeah, you think I don't go out without a second pistol? 1911.
All right. Okay. I'll say that he has given you night, like he's thought ahead, and even though he doesn't have money to pay for it, he said he would pay on credit, and the credit card bounced before, or didn't bounce until he left. So he's he's got outfits that fit all of you, including Shaggy.
Okay.
But they're just black outfits. They're not like monk robes like these guys are wearing. But
Yeah,
they're better than nothing.
I do have a disguise kit, so I can disguise us. So look like them, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, well,
I'll
do
give.
your magic.
I'll let you go give a roll for that. Are you proficient in it?
What would it be? This be under?
It would be for the disguise kit itself. It would be a skill for that.
I have con artist or social graces.
Sure. I'll let you use con artist for that. I'll let you stretch
Okay.
that one a little bit.
17.
17. You guys look like monks. Just with a little bit of extra cloth that he had in his little kit. You look like monks. At least if
Okay, that's
someone isn't like sniffing you close, then you look like monks.
Yeah, so let's try and get in, and if things go south, I can, well, hopefully just put
Oh,
the
well,
gun to the chest and blast.
wait.
them.
Before we go in, I want to learn the speaking patterns through this footage with the audio.
Okay. Yeah. You'll still have to make a roll every time you try to do it, but
Sure.
you have a look at it, and I'll give you a bonus since you made sure to study it.
So, what's the bonus?
The what?
What do you mean bonus?
I'll tell you what that bonus is when you have to roll.
So, 3d20, right?
I'll tell you what that bonus is when you roll it.
Yep. So chill out and let's
Okay,
get going.
3d20, 11.
Oh, you're rolling it now?
I mean, I'm listening to the audio from the
Oh, I
cameras.
said that I was going to give you a bonus when you try to replicate what they do on the tape.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's what it gives you. It gives you a bonus.
Oh, yes. My bad.
Yeah, you're good.
Misunderstood.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So, you head towards where? Where are you heading?
I mean, does it look like no one comes in from the back door?
Some people leave through it, but other than that, no. Nobody goes in using it.
So I guess we gonna just go in from the front. What do you guys say?
Sounds like everybody was on board before, so I guess they're on board now.
Well, yeah, I mean, we blend in, so I mean, it just makes sense. We're trying to not look conspicuous.
All right.
If enough all things go to hell, we should just start blasting.
All right.
Wait. Does Martha blend in with all these fucking chains around her?
Yes, because you rolled high enough to disguise her chains inside her clothing.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, just put the hoodie over your current clothing and chains.
And it did work.
Mhm.
Just call me Alice.
In chains.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. I guess we're going in.
All
Mm,
right. You walk up to the front door.
Being all Satanist like.
All right. You hide your hands in your sleeves and you walk forward.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought we would do.
Yep. That's exactly the thing. And
Before
one of
we
them, one of the ones that's at the door just sort of bows forward slightly towards you.
I mimic what I saw from the CCTV.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. You just bow towards him, and if you wish to chant, you can do that. Is that what you were saying you wanted to do?
Does all the cultists that goes in there chant?
Not constantly, no. So right now you're not being suspicious by not doing it.
So without them giving me hints about for doing it, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. He just sort of bows forward slightly, or she, you're not sure. They're hooded figures. So, yeah, you continue on. You just walk into the building. You're in a dining room.
Yep.
I'm feeling myself slipping, guys.
Okay.
Like slow. So
You had no, Gio?
Yep.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Night
See
again.
ya next time.
And you may wish to re-watch the thing, the VOD. Whatever.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's asleep.
Okay, so we're in the dining room.
Yep. You continue to walk forward. You see that you see something strange. They appear to be like acting out quote unquote normal people things. Like they're pretending that one of them has a birthday and they're coming out with a birthday cake and they're chanting at this guy like a birthday thing. It's very strange. They're like coming out like, you know how the workers at certain restaurants, they'll like give you a cake or a little cupcake or something if it's your birthday and stuff like that. That's literally what's happening in front of you.
Well, it's a good distraction, I suppose.
And some of the other cultists are currently turning towards that. So you begin walking in, and I rolled for something in the background.
Oh.
As you are walking towards the...
By the way, I have social graces, so people will notice me that much.
Okay, that's fine. That actually enhances if you wish to do a chant. But, however, since I rolled a thing in the background, you hear a disturbance outside the building.
In the force?
A disturbance of people's heads being removed.
Oh.
Yeah, you look outside because there are glass doors that lead to the exterior. You see some people scuffling and people being injured.
By
People
what?
as in hooded figures being injured.
Oh fuck. Is this a raid? Wait.
Do we have another hood gang? Rival hood gang?
No.
Are
These
we
people are
being-
not wearing hoods.
No?
Okay.
And they look eerily the same. And familiar.
Like, what do they look like? Who do they look like?
Is it like the Everywhere Man?
Yeah, everywhere, man.
Oh,
There's
is
like
it?
5 everywhere mans outside this building currently fighting cultists.
That's cool. Okay, so does all the cultists notice this and go after him?
Some of them are currently attempting to stop him. Like in all in all movies, they come single file to be beat down. You know how it is.
Yeah. While that is happening, I would like to locate this basement.
All right. As you attempt to walk into the back, one of them stops you, raises a hand towards you, and begins to speak the chant.
I say it with him.
All right. You get 4 dice since you examined the footage closely. Because you have
18.
social graces. 18?
18, yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
He nods in respect, and he says, "But brother, and he motions towards the door where people are getting beat up.
I have to do something more important that can wait.
I understand. Baphomet be with you. And he runs towards the door.
Yep.
So, the way into the back is clear.
We'd like to examine the basement.
Alright, you start walking into the back. You notice that there is a basement door It is labeled basement. So you open the basement door. And that is where my map comes in. So
Whoa.
here you go. You guys can choose tokens for yourselves if you so wish. If Lonnie can even get in it.
That's a joke in and of itself.
I hope you can get in it because I made a really great map. And I can't stream it without revealing everything on the map.
Looks like a basement.
This here, since Jumba's in the thing, is the stairs. If you can see where I'm pinging.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the stairs. Oh, Lonnie's in the game.
Do I immediately see cultist dudes?
No, there's no one down here.
Okay, I stealthily approach down.
Okay, so as you're doing that, I'm just going to ping for Lonnie. Lonnie, can you see the map?
I can see the map, but
You might not be able to
Is-
interact with it. That's fine.
correct. I
This
see
where
your
I'm
ping.
ping-
Oh my god, I see your ping. Okay.
Yes, that is the stairway.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to get Yomba to put a token to represent the group. And if anyone wishes to split from the group, I will put a placeholder token for you guys.
Okay, don't see any tokens there to select from.
No, I mean, you can upload your own token if you so wish. Can you not?
Can I? I don't have anything in the journal.
I can just give you a thing. If
Sure.
that helps you.
Yep.
There. Do you see a thing?
Yep.
I thought that you could just throw things on the map, but I guess you can't.
I can.
Okay. So for now, that will do. Blue person. So you're on the stairs. You can move the group, Yomba, since Lonnie would have a hard time interacting with the map anyway.
Okay.
You can move the group where you want to go.
So I'd like to peek around the corner here.
That's a staircase, so there's like a railing, so you can see the entire room, which is why it's
Okay.
revealed.
And no one's here.
There are no people.
Okay.
These,
Do I see the-
these things here are lobster tanks. This here is where the camera was.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Is it still there?
It's still there, but you can see that the cords are obviously just pulled out from the back of the camera.
I would like to pull it in.
Like, reconnect it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's reconnected.
Cool.
It doesn't take much. It's just red cable to red cable, blue cable to blue cable. It's not complicated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this like
so
all
this
I
is,
see in this?
This is a table. It's got like cooking ingredients like salt and pepper and other condiments and things like that. That would be added to the kitchen stuff, which was upstairs from where your current position is. These things are just tables. They have various papers on them. These are actually wine barrels or other alcoholic beverage barrels. And these are just shelves with other various cooking ingredients on them.
Okay. And no other doors that I can see or hatches.
Currently, no.
Okay. That can only mean one thing. There's like a hidden switch somewhere that I haven't seen yet. So I'm gonna look for that.
All right. I'll say that the group splits up and has a look around to see, like, in the room, not like leaves the room or anything. They're just walking around the room individually to see if they can find anything. So, I will roll for Martha,
Thank you.
and it's your observant trait. You can roll. Yomba.
Yep. Damn, a 20.
All right. Both you and Martha see something suspicious. You both walk
What
up
is
to
it?
this barrel, and that barrel is empty.
Mhm.
And you knock on it, and it echoes loudly, almost as if it's connected to something.
Like a hatch underneath it.
Secret
Perhaps.
door. Ding 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 ding.
I open the hatch on the top of the barrel.
All right, you open the top of the barrel. The barrel is empty and goes into a cavernous hole beneath it. However, there is a lever on the side of the barrel inside.
Does the cavern look man-made or does it look natural?
It looks perfectly the shape of the bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
Like
So,
a slide?
whether that you think that could occur naturally is up to you.
Like a slide? Something?
It looks like a well, almost, but like the sides of the cavernous hole are like made of cobbled stone.
Can I see the bottom of it?
No. It just
It's too dark?
continues down into darkness.
Are there ladders or anything else
No.
like that?
There is a lever on the inside of the barrel. Other than that, there is nothing else.
Elevator, maybe.
I would like to turn on my night vision.
You turn on your night vision. Night vision enhances light. There is no light to enhance at the bottom of the hole.
But there's climbable ways to get down there, correct?
You could jump down the hole and see what's down there, but there's no footholds or anything. There's just an empty barrel, which has the bottom cut out of it, and then it goes into a hole into the ground.
Okay. Gonna drop OK sticker down there.
It goes into the darkness.
No sound.
Nothing.
Gonna pull a lever. Fuck it, why not?
Alright, you pull the lever. This bookshelf, or shelf, I should say, does this. If I can do the thing. Well, let me do the thing. I guess I'll have to zoom in further. Okay. Whoops. Do the thing. It goes there. And there is a door here.
To where? Here?
Right here.
Okay, I would like to Opti-Wand this door. What's on the other side? Show me.
Okay. Okay, I will reveal part of the map. So here's what you see. Okay.
Can't just walk blindly through a room like Prevent does.
This is what you see.
The fuck is that?
These are chunks of meat hanging from the ceiling.
Oh God, are they human? Can we tell what kind of meat they are?
You're not 100% sure.
Hmm.
So, although one,
Taste it, see if it's human.
I'll give you a little bit.
I don't want to taste. He can have a taste.
This one appears to be hanging from a string, and it is a small chunk which ends in this like this circular like chunk, and that's all you can see from this angle.
I'm Martha fucking Stewart. I better know what kind of cut of meat that is.
Not from this angle, no.
Is there anything else in this room?
That you can see, you can only see what I have revealed.
Okay.
Everything else is dark. Or
Well, it
or
does have,
out of range of the camera.
Any audio on the other side?
Not really, no.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else precaution I want to take? Is the door locked?
No. It's a simple wooden door, and it is open. It doesn't even have like a modern handle. It has like a D&D-esque pull, like those round iron handles that you lift up and you can pull back.
No.
That's extra.
Okay. I stealthily try opening the door.
Alright, you can roll 3d20 to see if you snick a snick.
14.
With a 14, you open the door. It doesn't make a huge noise. I will reveal a little more map.
Does it look like a freezer or something?
This is what you see.
Oh.
So here you see torches in between each of these figures.
And they're cultist dudes.
Yeah.
Do they notice us?
They appear to be staring straight forward from wherever they are. So this guy, his line of sight is directly at the door.
Hmm.
And as you open it, he sees that the door opens. You're not sure if he's noticed you or not, but
Well,
you
I
would be
am.
sure that if somebody's staring at a door and it suddenly opens, they would notice that.
Well, I am acting like a cultist. So I go in.
Alright, the group follows behind you.
Do I notice more?
Yes, you do. You can see all of this. More meat. More cultists.
Is there like a wall behind them?
Yes, there is a wall behind them.
Okay. Is the room completely dark?
Like I said, no.
Okay.
In between each one of them, there's like a torch and a sconce. Right beside each one of them.
Hmm.
Martha, you said
Yo,
you
dog.
wanted to know what these meats are.
Yeah, I want to know what those meats are.
Since you have that cooking ability, that supernatural cooking ability, I'll let you roll 3 dice.
Can you
Yes,
roll them?
I will roll.
For me, please and thank you. Thank you, Matt.
Oops, I need to type /R, not whatever I just typed. You got a 7. You got a 3, a 1, and a 7.
Yes! Best rolls ever!
Even with that, though, you can tell that this one, it appears to be attached to the hook with placental matter? Simply because...
Oh, disgusting! Serious?
Yes. The reason you know this is because there are crazy people who eat placenta.
Yeah, I know.
And it appears to be attached to a long, thin piece of flesh that attaches itself to a small, round piece of flesh.
Disgusting.
Okay.
All the other pieces are different looking than that, but you know that this one in particular is attached to placental matter.
Gonna act like a cultist down this way. See what's over here.
I hope that the thing that I did works correctly when I do this. You see this.
Hmm. Very cool.
Alright, so
Big
what
B.
do you see other things that probably shouldn't be there? Or do you see the things that probably should be there?
I see the Baphomet statue,
Okay.
bunch of meat, and the cultists.
Okay, good. I did it correctly.
Yeah. Now, question. Do I see the guy?
See who?
God, obviously.
You do not. You see a Baphomet statue.
Hmm. Okay.
Currently, it is not, like, the statue isn't, like, obviously moving like a gargoyle or anything like that. It's just a statue. And it's about 15 feet tall. The statue.
Okay.
And it takes up a square that is about 10 feet by 15 feet. As it is on the battle.
I gotta go in about 10 to 15 minutes or so.
Okay, we'll continue since not a lot of the group is here anyway. I wouldn't want to go too far, just so that way everybody gets to enjoy it. But yeah, we'll continue for a little bit.
Do I think that this is the source that's causing the anomaly? Perhaps.
Perhaps. I'll get you to roll 3d20. Somebody's car alarm is going off outside.
19?
You remember that there was a man hiding in your closet that said
Yes.
that your closet was another quote-unquote origin point.
My closet?
No, not Martha's closet.
Okay,
Shaggy's
apologies. Thank you.
And what is the origin point, do I think?
Based on that, seems like a source of power.
Where anomalies like manifest or something?
Perhaps. As I described before, as you were investigating this, like their possible research things, it may be the cultist's way of saying, like, a natural event that is causing paranatural things to happen.
Okay.
Like something in nature that is causing paranatural things to happen.
This seems like an origin point as well, right?
If you asked a cultist, maybe you would know, but
That would be
you
out
don't
of
know that
character.
for sure. Yeah, I'll just say that you don't know that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You can make your own assumptions, but there's no way for your character to know for sure. So no roll could make you know that. But since you got a 19, I gave you a little more than what I might have if you didn't.
Okay. So does it look like there's like an active ritual happening right now? Or
No.
are they waiting for something?
They appear to be staring forward and doing nothing. Although the meat appears to be a little bit drippy, so you might not want to walk under it if you care about your clothes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Gross.
Okay.
Yeah, so the only thing that's moving is the torch fires and the drippy meat.
Mm-hmm. Do I get the feeling that I can destroy this statue, perhaps?
Perhaps. Similar to how you destroyed the sigil, like paranatural things tend to react to Blackrock. You are aware of that. And if this is an origin point, perhaps Blackrock could affect it in some way.
All right. I think I'll have to talk with the team, but not here. If you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go over here. Just cultist like. And closing the door, by the way.
Okay. Door closed.
Yep.
You can hear some scuffling in the room above, by the way.
Yeah. I'm too worried about that.
Okay.
So I think we should go guns blazing here. What do you guys think?
That's
And as you say that, you can hear like more people rushing in from the back door into this building.
Okay, so does it sounds like the fight's been escalated into this building?
Oh yes.
Okay.
It has escalated into the interior of the building.
Yeah. So I think we should bring out the big guns and destroy this statue. What do you guys think?
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of worried about all these cultist dudes, if they're gonna like awake from their quote unquote dormant sleep if we do something. But I say we just hit and run. Like I lob a grenade in there and destroy the statue or something, and we cover our escape.
Okay. Do we want to risk taking off my handcuffs as we're escaping to possibly prevent anybody from having us escape, or just hit it and quit it and run out?
I say we hit it, quit it, and get the fuck out.
All right, let's hit it and quit it.
Well, before anything,
I mean, let's equip ourselves and then hit it
yeah.
and quit it.
Gotta suit up.
Okay, think we have a
Alright,
plan.
a gearing up montage ensues.
Matt's doing a montage.
So I equip my. I know how long a grenade blows up after I pull the pin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a standard grenade, so approximately 4 seconds.
Yeah. So I plan to have like 2.5 seconds up and then throw it in and just bounce out. If that's possible.
Okay.
Towards the Baphomet statue. But before I do that, I would like to equip my gas mask because I'm gonna tear the shit out of this tear gas place.
Okay.
And
so I will say that your knowledge of how ballistics works, in order to get to the grenade to the Baphomet statue, you will have to be in the room.
yeah, I'm aware.
Okay. I'm just saying that it's 10 feet. This is 10 feet from the door to the corner where the Baphomet statue is. Yeah, your character is not strong enough to throw not only 10 feet, but then get it to go diagonal. Like, your character's not talented enough to do that.
Okay, so
One day.
Since he's like the ranger here.
Sorry?
I'll ask Preben since he's like the ranger and has a bunch of weapons.
He could potentially get it to go around the corner, but then that's an additional 30 feet. So he says, I'm not a god.
Wait, how heavy is this thing?
How heavy?
Well,
the grenade?
Yeah.
Well, it's not very aerodynamic is the issue. It's not the weight that's the problem.
Can we just use the floor to just put it towards the Baphomet statue?
You could, but if there's any unevenness in the floor that you are unaware of, it could very easily veer off course if you do that.
Well, Preben has telekinesis, right? Can use that.
But in order to use his telekinesis, he has to have line of sight on the object that he's using.
Hmm.
So he says, yeah, I could telekinetically throw it, but I'd have to be in the room.
Well, we'll probably have to stand over here, I mentioned the place, and throw it towards here, or something.
He's like, I could stand even here on one of these places, but if I did that, I'd still be in the room. So if something weird happens to prevent me from leaving the room, I'm fucked.
Hmm.
And if you guys are outside of the room, then you guys are fine, but then I'm fucked.
Okay. What, how long will it take you to throw it and get out, do you think?
Well, based on how you know the mechanics of the world work, he could use his action to throw the grenade, and then he could use his movement, which is 30 feet, to get back. So he could do that. But, as he said, if something happens that prevents him from leaving the room, he's fucked.
Mhm. All right. I can hold up the door for you with the door wedge that I have, so you'll have an easy escape.
Alright.
If that helps.
I'll trust you on this one. I've gotten out of some pretty bad situations, so...
Yeah, it seems like a ranger job right now.
Yes.
Your
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, I'll do my best, but...
Yeah, we'll cover
We're
your
supposed
escape.
to be a team, so are you gonna come back for me if I get fucked?
Of course.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll lob in some grenade to get you out. If you not make it.
I mean, I've survived worse than a grenade. Alright, let's do this thing.
Okay, so I would open the door and put the door wedge so the door is wide open.
Okay,
And,
so I'll say that unless you guys want to spread out, then you guys are going to be near the door to make sure that he gets through. Or if you want to like hide upstairs or something, but you can hear that there's a fight going on upstairs.
Yeah, so I hand him the grenade, and when he pulls the pin, I would like to throw a smoke bomb in there.
Okay. So you are standing here, and Geo is standing next to you, and Martha is standing next to you, unless if they want to be in different spots.
Yeah, I would suggest them to take cover like over here or over here from all the shrapnel that's coming.
Okay.
Fair.
fine.
Totally.
That's fine. So they take cover behind some of the lobster tanks there, which have tables, so they hide under the tables, not just behind the lobster tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Because glass is not going to provide much cover. It will provide some for the first bullet that goes through it, but second, third, fourth, and fifth bullets are not going to be impeded by the glass that is shattered on the ground. So.
Okay. So when I hear Preben stop towards here or something, where he's about to throw the grenade, I will throw my smoke grenade like towards the door.
So I'm just doing a thing here. Just a second. So these meats are your dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that way we remember for next time, because we're going to be ending soon.
Yep.
And, just so that way I can separate it out. Where is it here? This cultist dude is going to be Preben.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that way I don't mix it up with just another meat thing next time we play.
Okay.
So, Preben goes in. Where would you like him to go since he's not here? To strategically do.
Where can you get a line of sight to the Baphomet statue, like here?
So he can stand here, and he can look around the corner here, if that's what you want to do. So he'll have cover from this wall.
I'd say
if that's what you want to do.
I'd say if his best, where is his best throwing and success rate?
If he's here, he has to roll a d20 to see whether or not he fails because he, for whatever reason, like loses line of sight of it. But if he's here, he can just throw it.
Yeah, it's gonna be there and book it.
Okay. That's fine. So, I'm gonna do some things in the background. Get this. Because I had a different idea of what was going to happen. So, I'll just make this more entertaining. So, so he throws it. It lands
I throw
here.
my smoke bomb, like here or something.
Okay. The smoke bomb is thrown. It goes into the room.
Take cover.
Alright. Preben, as soon as the smoke bomb is thrown, like before it explodes, but as soon as it's thrown. Just to be fair to you guys. He attempts to come through the door. He hits something invisible. Something's blocking him. And he goes,
I poke it.
I knew I was gonna get fucked. As the wedge just flies out from under the door into the room in a different location.
Uh-huh.
The
Fuck.
door slams. And since you guys who are playing can't see into that room is no longer visible to you, so I'll just leave it up as unchanged.
Well, when the door slammed, I would try to poke it with my stick, undo it, perhaps.
Right. The door is made of wood. It is not paranatural. Whatever slammed the door appears to be the problem.
Okay.
So as you look up towards the stairway, you see someone walking down the stairway.
Oh no, don't tell me it's God.
Oh, that's not God. That's God's guitarist.
Oh no.
He walks down the staircase. And he just looks at everybody. He just looks at everybody.
Does the explosion go off?
Is it Fred motherfucking Durst?
Are you able to see the map?
No, sir, because my whole
I am.
Yeah, you're
the
good,
whole screen got
but
covered up, so I just got pissed off. And
yeah, that's okay. Here's what
do you
I'll
want
do.
a print screen and send it to me?
I am going to show you.
Okay, even better.
I'm going to put it in the chat.
Yes, that's what I was asking. Perfect.
Yep, there we go. That is what you see walking down the stairs.
Loading.
Damn, dude.
Okay.
If you are familiar with Limp Bizkit, he is Wes Borland, the guitarist. He is very... Let's just say he was a protege of Marilyn Manson. At one point.
Gotcha.
Which is why he likes to dress up.
Don't we all, though? Don't we all like to feel special?
Let's just say he's one of the people who are fans of like the what are those called? Contact lenses that are like black. Things like that. But yeah, So he walks down the stairs. He looks at you all. He doesn't say
I got-
anything.
I got to go soon, sir.
Yes, I'm just about to finish.
Okay.
And as he looks at you all, he just sort of focuses for a second. And you see two black angelic wings appear from his back.
Just two?
Just two.
Okay. That's a good thing for us, sort of.
And he
Is it
just
though?
looks at you. And that is where we will end off for the night.
So, has it in game been more than 4 seconds?
It has been. And you do hear the explosions as his wings pop out.
This black box boys should do something.
I'll say that next time, if Freeven is here, you'll find out what happens.
Full
again.
best here.
So yeah.
Well, he should have some cover from the explosion from there.
Yeah, he's not gonna just stand in an explosion, if that's what you're worried.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a ranger. He's smart enough to just go, I'm not gonna stand in this explosion. I will walk a sufficient distance away from it and not die.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. The last thing you heard him say is, I knew I was gonna get fucked.
But he's the most equipped to get fucked, though, so it's
true.
fine.
It's true, but he did say that before the door closed.